My name is Emily, and this is my story. For much of my life, I struggled deeply, not only with understanding who I was, but also with feeling accepted, valued, and loved. Growing up, I always felt different. I was attracted to women, and though it felt natural to me, I often struggled with loneliness, fear, rejection, and misunderstanding. Because of who I was, I experienced judgment from others, and I struggled deeply with my own self-acceptance. I was always longing, deeply and quietly, for genuine love, unconditional acceptance, and authentic connection. Then, one evening, everything changed. It happened suddenly. I was involved in a severe car accident, and my injuries were critical. Despite the best efforts of medical professionals, my heart eventually stopped beating, and I found myself gently leaving my earthly body behind. Yet, death wasn't frightening. It was strangely peaceful. I gently floated upward, moving calmly toward a beautiful light. Warm, comforting, and infinitely peaceful. For the first time ever, I felt completely safe, completely loved, and fully accepted. Within this peaceful realm, I encountered a figure approaching me with overwhelming compassion, love, and gentleness. As he came closer, I instantly recognized who he was: Jesus Christ. Although I hadn't been religious in life, partially because of rejection I'd experienced, I immediately knew him deeply within my soul. I stood before him, nervous at first, fearing judgment or rejection because of who I was or who I'd loved in life. But to my amazement, Jesus' eyes were filled only with compassion, tenderness, and genuine understanding. He didn't look at me with judgment or rejection, only infinite love and gentle compassion. Before I could speak, he softly greeted me. "Emily, welcome home. I've always known and loved you." His gentle words instantly broke down barriers I'd spent my whole life building. Tears filled my eyes, not of sadness, but relief. I'd finally found the unconditional acceptance and genuine love I desperately longed for my entire life. Yet, even as I felt deep relief and comfort, a question rose within me, gently but sincerely. "Jesus, do you truly accept me, knowing everything about me, including my orientation and my past?" He gently replied compassionately, with infinite kindness clearly in his eyes. "Emily, I see you completely. I see every part of your heart, your struggles, your longing, your joys. I love and accept you profoundly and fully, beyond what you've ever known. My love for you isn't based on conditions or circumstances. My heart desires only to offer you authentic intimacy, infinite compassion, genuine healing, and everlasting peace." Listening to him, my heart overflowed with relief and gratitude. For the first time, someone truly knew everything about me and still fully embraced and loved me. I felt incredibly safe, finally free from years of loneliness, rejection, and self-doubt. Standing there, deeply moved and overwhelmed, I asked gently another question clearly. "Lord, why do so many people who follow you reject or judge people like me?" Jesus gently and compassionately replied, "Emily, many misunderstand my heart. They judge others because of fear, misunderstanding, or their own struggles. Human hearts often fear what they don't understand, and they mistakenly believe I desire judgment or rejection. But my heart has always been love, compassion, acceptance, and understanding. My greatest desire is to heal hearts, offer genuine intimacy, and gently guide souls toward unconditional love." His compassionate words deeply comforted my soul. I realized clearly, much of the rejection or hurt I'd experienced from religious communities didn't reflect his true heart. Instead, it reflected human misunderstanding, fear, and imperfection. I then asked sincerely another personal question. "If you truly accept me as I am, what does that mean for how I lived, who I loved, and my relationships?" He gently replied compassionately and clearly, "Emily, every relationship you've had was your heart seeking love, intimacy, acceptance, and connection. Human love, though sincere, can often carry imperfections, misunderstandings, or struggles. My invitation is to experience first my perfect love, compassion, intimacy, and acceptance. And through my love, you'll find true fulfillment, clarity, and peace. Listening to his gentle words, I clearly understood profoundly. My heart had always searched for genuine intimacy, unconditional acceptance, authentic connection, and infinite love. Human relationships offered glimpses of love, but the fulfillment I deeply longed for would be found fully and perfectly in relationship personally and intimately with Jesus himself. I gently asked another sincere question clearly. Lord, many people struggle deeply with self-acceptance, rejection, or loneliness because of who they are. How can they experience your love and acceptance clearly? He gently and compassionately answered, Emily, remind them clearly. I see every heart, every struggle, every hurt, every longing. My love for humanity is infinite, unconditional, and compassionate. No heart is ever rejected or forgotten. Any soul genuinely seeking acceptance, compassion, and unconditional love will always find me patiently waiting, lovingly inviting, and infinitely compassionate. His words profoundly comforted my heart, reminding me clearly. His infinite love, acceptance, compassion, and intimacy were genuinely available to every soul sincerely seeking them, regardless of who they were or their life experiences. Standing before Jesus, I deeply felt my heart transformed profoundly. Not judged or rejected, but genuinely and completely loved, accepted, understood, and infinitely valued. In his compassionate presence, the emptiness, loneliness, rejection, or struggles I'd carried quietly for years were gently transformed into genuine peace, authentic love, infinite compassion, and profound intimacy clearly available in him. This wasn't about condemnation, arguments, or judgment. It was about profound personal intimacy, authentic love, infinite compassion, genuine acceptance, and everlasting peace abundantly and personally experienced through him. Standing in the gentle presence of Jesus, for the first time in my life, I felt fully accepted and unconditionally loved. All the fears, rejection, and loneliness I'd experienced vanished, replaced by genuine peace, infinite compassion, and a profound sense of belonging. Yet, deep questions still filled my heart. I gently asked him, Lord, all my life I've been told by some that being who I am means I can't truly know you. What would you say to someone who believes they're disqualified from your love because of who they are? Jesus looked at me with profound compassion, gently replying, Emily, no soul is ever disqualified from my love. My love isn't earned or lost by identity, orientation, or experiences. Every person, exactly as they are, is infinitely precious to me. I deeply desire personal intimacy with each heart, offering unconditional love, acceptance, compassion, and healing to anyone who seeks me sincerely. Hearing his words, tears flowed freely down my face. Tears of relief, gratitude, and healing. The weight I'd carried for years, feeling unworthy, unloved, or unacceptable, lifted completely. In that moment, I truly knew nothing about me could ever separate me from his infinite, unconditional love. I gently asked another heartfelt question. Then why do so many religious communities teach that people like me aren't welcomed or loved by you? He responded gently and compassionately. Emily, human beings often misunderstand my heart, interpreting spiritual truth through personal fears, cultural traditions, or incomplete perspectives. Sadly, some communities create barriers, causing hurt or rejection, when my true desire has always been genuine intimacy, compassion, acceptance, and unconditional love. My invitation isn't exclusion, it's authentic relationship, infinite compassion, genuine healing, and everlasting peace. Listening clearly, I deeply understood. My struggles with rejection and misunderstanding from certain communities never reflected Jesus' genuine heart. He desired only authentic intimacy, unconditional love, and profound healing for every soul, regardless of who they were or who they'd loved. I then asked him gently and sincerely, Lord, What would you say to those who've experienced rejection or hurt from religious communities? He compassionately answered, "Tell them clearly, I deeply understand your hurt and rejection. Human rejection doesn't represent my heart or my love for you. Allow me to heal those wounds gently, restore your heart fully, and guide you toward genuine intimacy, authentic compassion, unconditional acceptance, and infinite love that humans alone can't fully provide." His comforting words resonated deeply. I felt my heart beginning to heal profoundly from past rejection, misunderstanding, and hurt. The compassion and intimacy he offered were deeper, purer, and more fulfilling than anything I'd previously experienced. Standing there, deeply comforted, I gently asked another question clearly. "Lord, if your love is unconditional and accepting, what does that mean practically for how I live, who I love, and my relationships?" Jesus gently explained with infinite compassion, "Emily, every relationship you've experienced reflects your genuine desire for love, intimacy, and connection. Yet, earthly relationships, though sincere, often carry imperfections and struggles. My invitation is for you first to experience my perfect unconditional love. Allow it to fill your heart completely, heal every wound, and guide you gently into true fulfillment, peace, and lasting intimacy." As he spoke, I deeply understood. My heart had always genuinely desired authentic intimacy, genuine connection, and unconditional acceptance. While human relationships were deeply meaningful, ultimate fulfillment and peace came from experiencing his infinite, unconditional love first. Feeling deeply reassured, I gently asked another sincere question. "Lord, many people who share my experiences often struggle with deep loneliness, anxiety, or self-hatred because of societal rejection. How can they find true peace and healing?" Jesus lovingly responded with gentle compassion, "Emily, true peace, healing, and genuine fulfillment come fully through personal intimacy with me. Encourage those experiencing loneliness, anxiety, or self-doubt to bring their hearts openly, honestly, and vulnerably to me. I deeply desire to heal their wounds, replace their pain with genuine peace, anxiety with profound comfort, and self-doubt with infinite acceptance. My love transforms pain into purpose, loneliness into belonging, and fear into courage." His comforting words resonated profoundly within me. I deeply realized true healing, genuine peace, and unconditional acceptance came fully through relationship intimately and personally with him. No struggle, pain, loneliness, or rejection could remain untouched by his infinite compassion, healing, and genuine intimacy. I then gently asked another important question clearly. "Lord, after experiencing your unconditional love, how should I respond when I encounter rejection, misunderstanding, or judgment from others again?" Jesus gently reassured me compassionately. "Emily, when you experience rejection or misunderstanding, remember clearly my unconditional love, infinite compassion, and acceptance for you. Allow my presence to comfort, strengthen, and sustain you deeply. Then respond lovingly, compassionately, and humbly toward others, even those who misunderstand or reject you. Genuine love and compassion are always more powerful than judgment or rejection." Listening clearly, my heart felt profoundly strengthened, comforted, and encouraged. I knew deeply that his infinite love, unconditional acceptance, and continual presence would always sustain, comfort, and guide me, especially during moments of misunderstanding, rejection, or judgment. Standing before him, my heart overflowed with profound gratitude and infinite peace. This wasn't about religious rules, debates, or arguments. It was an authentic, intimate relationship with infinite love himself. I felt fully embraced, genuinely accepted, unconditionally loved, and profoundly valued in his presence. I gently asked him another heartfelt question. "Lord, many feel they must hide who they are or suppress their true selves to be accepted spiritually. What would you say to them?" Jesus gently replied compassionately, "Emily, genuine intimacy with me doesn't require hiding, pretending, or suppressing who you truly are. I already see and fully know every part of your heart, your struggles, your identity, and your experiences. Authentic intimacy with me means coming exactly as you are, openly, honestly, vulnerably, and allowing me to gently heal, guide, accept, and transform your heart profoundly. True love never demands hiding, only authenticity, vulnerability, and genuine openness. His compassionate words deeply moved my heart. I realized clearly, I no longer had to pretend, hide, or fear rejection. Genuine intimacy with Jesus involved coming exactly as I was, openly and vulnerably, allowing his infinite love, compassion, and acceptance to fully embrace and profoundly heal my heart. Standing before him, my entire being felt deeply transformed, profoundly accepted, genuinely loved, and infinitely valued, exactly as I was. Every misunderstanding, rejection, or loneliness I'd carried was now gently healed, fully replaced by infinite compassion, unconditional love, genuine intimacy, and profound peace abundantly found in him. Standing with Jesus, my heart overflowed with deep gratitude, healing, and peace. For the first time in my life, the weight of feeling unworthy, unloved, or rejected had completely disappeared, replaced entirely by infinite compassion, unconditional love, and profound intimacy. Yet, I still had questions. Questions born from years of confusion, rejection, and pain. With gentle vulnerability, I softly asked, Jesus, if your love is truly unconditional and accepting, why do so many people struggle deeply with believing they're lovable, worthy, or accepted? He gently replied compassionately and tenderly, Emily, human hearts often struggle to accept unconditional love because they're taught, directly or indirectly, that love must be earned, or that acceptance comes from meeting certain conditions. Many people internalize rejection, judgment, or misunderstanding they've experienced, mistakenly believing they're unworthy or unacceptable. But my love isn't based on performance, conditions, or human standards. It's infinite, unconditional, and available to every heart exactly as they are. His gentle words deeply resonated within me. My entire life, I'd believed acceptance and love depended on meeting certain expectations or fitting into specific molds. Now, I clearly understood. His love was radically different, infinitely deeper, unconditional, and profoundly healing. I then sincerely asked him another personal question. Lord, what does true healing from rejection, loneliness, or self-hatred look like practically? Jesus gently answered with profound compassion. Emily, genuine healing means discovering your true identity deeply rooted in my unconditional love. Practically, it involves daily bringing your pain, doubts, and fears openly and honestly into my presence, allowing me to replace rejection with genuine acceptance, loneliness with authentic intimacy, and self-hatred with unconditional compassion. True healing restores your heart to wholeness, replacing past wounds with profound peace, clarity, and genuine self-worth based on my love. Listening clearly, I deeply understood. True healing wasn't instant or superficial. It was a gentle, daily journey of authentically sharing my heart openly with him, allowing his infinite love and compassion to gradually replace every pain, fear, or hurt I'd experienced. I gently asked another important question clearly. Lord, how can those who feel isolated, rejected, or misunderstood because of their orientation experience genuine community or belonging spiritually? He compassionately replied with infinite understanding, Emily, genuine community reflects my unconditional love, acceptance, compassion, and humility. Encourage souls seeking community to find places reflecting my heart clearly, communities that value authenticity, vulnerability, genuine compassion, and unconditional acceptance. True spiritual community never rejects or isolates. It's deeply inclusive, profoundly healing, authentically compassionate, and genuinely accepting. His words profoundly comforted me. I understood clearly. Genuine spiritual community reflected his infinite compassion, unconditional acceptance, authentic vulnerability, and humility. True community never excluded or rejected, but lovingly invited every heart toward deeper intimacy, genuine connection, profound healing, and lasting peace. I gently asked another sincere question clearly. Lord, what would you say to those who've been deeply wounded spiritually because of judgment, rejection, or misunderstanding? He compassionately and gently reassured me clearly. Emily, remind every wounded heart. I deeply see your pain, and my compassion for you is infinite. The hurt you've experienced doesn't reflect my heart or desire for you. Bring your wounds openly to me. Allow my love to gently heal every hurt, restore your heart fully, and transform your pain into genuine compassion, strength, wisdom, and purpose. Your deepest wounds can become profound opportunities for authentic healing, genuine intimacy, and infinite compassion. His words deeply resonated within me. I realized clearly, every hurt, rejection, misunderstanding, or pain I'd previously experienced could be transformed profoundly into opportunities for authentic healing, genuine intimacy, and abundant compassion, clearly available within his infinite love. Standing before Jesus, my heart profoundly understood. This journey wasn't about changing who I was, suppressing parts of myself, or hiding my identity. It was about authentically bringing every part of myself openly and vulnerably into his infinite love, allowing him to gently heal, fully accept, and profoundly transform my heart. I gently asked him another deeply personal question clearly. Lord, after experiencing your infinite love and acceptance, how should I live in a world where I might still face misunderstanding or judgment? Jesus gently replied compassionately, Emily, live openly, authentically, and humbly, rooted firmly in my unconditional love and acceptance. Allow my compassion, humility, and peace to guide your actions, words, and interactions. When you encounter misunderstanding or judgment, respond compassionately, humbly, and kindly, remembering always, no human judgment ever changes your infinite worth, unconditional acceptance, and genuine belonging in me. Listening clearly, my heart deeply understood profoundly. The world's misunderstanding or judgment could never diminish my infinite worth, genuine belonging, unconditional acceptance, and authentic identity firmly and permanently established in his compassionate love. I gently asked him another heartfelt question. Lord, how can those who've experienced rejection from their families because of who they are find genuine peace, healing, or reconciliation? Jesus gently explained with infinite compassion, Emily, healing begins by allowing me to first restore your heart profoundly, replacing rejection with acceptance, pain with peace, and loneliness with authentic intimacy. Then patiently, lovingly, and compassionately demonstrate my love, forgiveness, humility, and understanding toward your family, even if reconciliation takes time or seems difficult. Genuine love, forgiveness, patience, and compassion can powerfully soften hearts, restore relationships, and create authentic reconciliation rooted in my infinite love. His compassionate words deeply resonated. I understood clearly. Authentic reconciliation, genuine healing, and profound peace began first by allowing him to heal my heart deeply, then living openly, compassionately, humbly, and lovingly toward others, even those who deeply hurt or misunderstood me. Standing in his presence, my heart overflowed profoundly with gratitude, genuine intimacy, authentic love, infinite compassion, profound healing, and lasting peace abundantly available within him. This journey wasn't about rules, religion, arguments, or debates. It was an authentic relationship deeply personal, profoundly intimate, and infinitely compassionate, experienced fully and abundantly in Jesus. I felt deeply and genuinely transformed, not through fear, judgment, or shame, but through infinite love, profound compassion, genuine acceptance, and authentic intimacy abundantly available personally and profoundly through him. As my extraordinary experience with Jesus began drawing to a close, I felt a peace unlike anything I'd known before. Every burden of rejection, Loneliness and confusion I'd carried throughout my life was lifted, replaced by genuine acceptance, love, and clarity. Before leaving, I had one final question that felt deeply important. Jesus, after everything I've experienced here, what's the main thing you want people, especially those who've struggled like I have, to understand? He looked at me gently and responded clearly. Emily, tell them they're deeply loved, just as they are. No one is beyond my acceptance or compassion. My love isn't conditional or earned by conforming to what others say or expect. I understand every struggle, every heartbreak, every feeling of loneliness. I accept and embrace every soul who comes seeking my love. His words sank deeply into my heart. I realized that the acceptance I'd searched for my whole life had been right here all along. His love was complete, unconditional, and freely given. He continued compassionately. Share your story honestly, simply, and without fear. Let others see the transformation in your heart. Not because you're perfect, but because you're genuinely loved. People need to know that my love heals what rejection has broken, that my acceptance brings peace where misunderstanding has caused pain. With those words still echoing in my heart, I felt myself gently moving back toward my earthly life. Before leaving, he reassured me once more. Emily, you are never alone. Even in moments when people don't understand or accept you, remember that my love never changes. Lean into that truth and let it guide your heart. In an instant, I opened my eyes back on Earth, breathing deeply, surrounded by amazed doctors and nurses. My recovery shocked everyone. Medical professionals called it miraculous, but I knew deeply it was a gift from him. In the weeks and months that followed, I began sharing my experience with others. First family, then friends, and eventually even strangers. At first, not everyone understood or accepted my story. Some people criticized or dismissed me, while others quietly thanked me, sharing how they too had struggled with similar feelings of rejection and loneliness. Yet through every encounter, I remembered clearly what Jesus had shown me. His love wasn't complicated. It didn't demand perfection or conformity. It offered genuine acceptance and healing. By simply living out that love in how I treated others, I saw hearts begin to soften. Conversations became deeper, more honest, and relationships that had been strained slowly began to heal. I didn't try to force my story onto anyone. I simply shared openly, authentically, and respectfully. Gradually, people began reaching out to me privately, wanting to understand more about the acceptance and peace I'd found. I encouraged them not to fear judgment or rejection, but instead to talk directly to Jesus, to bring their struggles openly to him. Many found comfort, healing, and genuine peace in doing so. Today, reflecting on everything I've experienced, I clearly see the message Jesus wanted me to understand and share with the world. You're already loved. You don't have to earn it. Change who you are to receive it, or hide parts of yourself out of fear. His love and acceptance are always available, freely given to anyone who genuinely seeks them. To anyone hearing this today, especially if you've struggled with rejection, loneliness, or self-acceptance, please understand you're already enough. Your worth doesn't depend on others' approval or acceptance. Jesus sees you completely, your struggles, your fears, your identity, and he fully loves and accepts you exactly as you are. If you're searching for peace, acceptance, or genuine love, speak openly and honestly to him. Share your heart and let him show you firsthand the same compassion, healing, and unconditional acceptance I found. I promise. It's real, it's life-changing, and it's available right now. Thank you for letting me share my journey openly and honestly. My hope is simply this: that you'll discover, just like I did, the genuine peace and acceptance that comes from knowing you're completely loved, just as you are. Knowing you're completely loved, just as you are.